Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Snibby. I'm the Chemistry Smurf. I'd like to welcome you to Chemistry with Snibby, the Chemistry Smurf. This evening we will be discussing conversion factors, and we'll also have some helpful human health hints for those of you who are human in our audience this evening. And I would like to point out that this evening I'll be joined by my assistant, who will be moving these cards for me so I can focus on our lecture. First card, please, assistant. This question comes from Chapter 2, question number 94. The setup. The suggested amount of iron that people need to be healthy is 15 milligrams per day. Next slide, please. What we want to know from this information: how many moles of iron per day is this, and how many atoms of iron per day is this? Any questions so far? Alright, wonderful. We'll continue moving on. Next slide, please. Some important figures before we begin our equations is that the atomic mass of iron is 55.845 grams per mole, and I'd just like to make a side note that that mole is not the mole that is a small cute ground animal. It is the mole that is scientific, just so you are not confused. Another important figure is Avogadro's number, which is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. And finally, 1 milligram is equal to 0.001 grams. Next slide, please. Step 1. We are going to convert milligrams to grams. We will do this by placing 15 milligrams and multiplying it by 0.001 grams over 1 milligram. So milligrams cancel out, giving us 0.015 grams of iron. Questions so far? Alright, wonderful. Next slide, please. Step 2, we're going to convert grams of iron to moles of iron. We'll go with that by multiplying 0.015 grams of iron by 1 mole of iron over 55.845 grams, which is the atomic mass of iron, giving us 2.69 times 10 to the negative 4th moles of iron. Next slide, please. Step 3. We're going to convert moles of iron to atoms of iron. We'll do this by multiplying 2.69 times 10 to the negative 4th moles by Avogadro's number, which is 6.022 times 10 to the negative, 10 to the 23rd atoms. We'll put that over 1 mole, and moles cancel out, giving us 1.62 times 10 to the 20th atoms of iron. Any questions so far? Alright, we'll move on. So now that we have both the moles and atoms, we have our answer, which is that people need to consume 15 milligrams of iron per day, or 0.015 grams, which is also equal to 2.69 times 10 to the negative 4th moles, and equal as well to 1.62 times 10 to the 20th atoms. You need to consume this much in order to stay healthy. On behalf of everyone who has helped put this together, I would like to thank you all for coming. Hope that this helps you, and make sure you eat some iron tonight. And have a nice evening. Goodbye.